Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Travis of Poised RC. This is my dirty bench, and today, four-wheel steering just got a heck of a lot more comfortable. So today we are talking about 314 RC Crawlers four-wheel steering mod for the GT5, G7P, and G11P by FlySky. Now, if we look here, VR2, this is your thumb wheel for four-wheel steering stock, but some issues I was having with it was when it's in the detent, like if it's centered and you're trying to come off of it in either direction, it wants to kind of jump on you. If you try to come off of it nice and slow, you can, but you have to squeeze the crap out of your radio in order to do that. At least on this model. I don't know how others are. I know that while this was useful and it wasn't terrible to use, it definitely isn't the most comfortable thing. Your knuckle constantly rubs on here when you're moving it back and forth. The getting stuck in the detent makes your steering very glitchy in the rear. What he does is he adds in a new potentiometer, a new aluminum knob. You can get it in silver, blue, black, but he puts this knob on this wheel's channel on the radio, and it already comes pre-programmed, ready to go. This knob also has a center detent, but it's in, like, when you just grab the radio, your thumb is already there. Like, it's just the most comfortable. I can't even begin to like really say enough good things about this. It's very intuitive. So I set all my radios up, like the steering wheel is going this direction. That's the direction my tires go. I have my rear steer set up the same way. From the top, if it's going this way, my tires are steering away or to the right. If the top of the wheel is going to the left, the wheels are going to drive to the left. So it makes it super easy to use just when you're driving, because you're just pushing and pulling, and depending on how you're standing with the rig, you're either pushing the tires away from you or you're pulling them towards you, and your thumb action is still the same. There is a center detent, and it's much less noticeable than the original stock wheel, so it doesn't get stuck there. It's so smooth. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. It works so great. It's fantastic. You can also adjust, like you can take the knob off and you can adjust how much throw this has before it hits the stops. This one has more than I would like, so I'm going to reduce. I would like it just to be full steer by straight up and full steer by straight down instead of continuing past that. But yeah, other than that, this thing is, it's like on my GT5, my regular GT5 here, I have to use this hand for throttle and regular front steering, and then I use my right hand to turn the dial for the rear steer on my 2.2 car. But pretty soon I'm going to be switching the receiver out on it so that I can run this radio and just go straight to this all the time for both. And I also want to set this radio to my Pro Mod because the dig functions are just so much better. Like right now, I have it in coast. Like I can rev the car. Lock in rear wheel drive. Rear burn. Locking up the front axle is on the front of the radio, and then front burn or locking up the rear axle is on the rear switch. Everything's really easy to get to while you're driving. But yeah, so this morning I've already been out to the Falls of the Ohio driving this thing around with the new mod, and I couldn't be happier. So we're going to cut to that right now. Well, good morning. We are down here at the Falls of the Ohio in beautiful southern Indiana, and today I want to show you this mod by 314RC Crawlers. It's a modified thumb wheel for four-wheel steering. And I am going to try to do this filming, driving one-handed. I don't know how well this is going to go over. Could kind of drive it like a forklift. Yeah.
A little bit. Still loud.
Now that we've seen how this all works, let's go down to the rocks and get some cinematic shots. Well, I think that's going to do it. Thanks for always checking us out and supporting us. We really appreciate it. On that road to 1,000 subscribers. I don't know when we'll hit it, but hopefully it is soon. And as always, stay poised. We'll see you next time.